Hi everybody, it's Amy G, makeup free. Yikes! Here's the beauty right here. My daughter Gracie, she's 12 and she really enjoys working with makeup. She loves watching YouTube channels where they do makeup, and so she said, can I do your makeup for my weekly Wine Wednesday show? And I said, yeah, let's try it out. So you're gonna see me transform right before your eyes. She's gonna take this and make it look a lot better. So I'm supposed to remember how to do this. You need to like, subscribe, and hit post notifications, please. And let's roll the video. Let's get to the video.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is get her hair out of the way.
Okay.
So
all right,
she's gonna do it.
That's gonna look funny.
And while she's doing that, I have a beauty sponge right here, and I'm going to dampen it and then squeeze it out really good. All right, so here's our damp beauty sponge, and we're gonna take It Cosmetics foundation. It has 50 SPF, so you don't have to worry about sunscreen.
Very important at the ballpark. And
Yes.
May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, so yes, we've had her in sunscreen since birth.
Okay, so we're just gonna do a squirt on the top just to get started. Like, okay, and I'm just gonna do a little bit on her cheeks, some on the forehead, the other cheek, and the chin, the nose, and then some on her neck. And so I'm gonna start on one of her cheeks, whatever, and just kind of pat away. Don't rub, because that won't look good. You have to make sure to pat. And while I'm doing this, Mom, I'm gonna ask you some questions about makeup that,
Oh, okay, fun.
so,
A Q&A.
yeah. What age did you start wearing makeup?
So I had this Farrah Fawcett doll. It wasn't really a doll, it was like a head. And it was like kind of life size. And Farrah Fawcett, of course, was Charlie's Angels, and she was married to the Bionic Man, Lee Majors, in real life, and I loved her. Everybody loved Farrah Fawcett. She was a 70s icon. Anyway, so it was this doll head that you put makeup on. And so I was probably 5 or 6, but instead of putting it on Farrah, I would put it on myself. And my mom would let me kind of play around, you know, as long as I wasn't going anywhere. But I wasn't like legally allowed to wear makeup out of my house until junior high. And that's when I could start wearing, I remember I could wear eyeshadow and mascara. And my mom took me to the local drugstore and I got Maybelline eyeshadow and a Maybelline, I think it was Maybelline, it was a pink tube of mascara. And I just thought I had, made it in the world. I could wear some makeup. Yeah, so that's how I started.
Here's like our first coat of foundation. So anywhere where we see like spots that we need to cover up a little more, or we just think we need more.
Those keep happening the older I get. Spots, love them.
We're just gonna do like that much more just for cover up. Just again, kind of dot where I want to focus most on. So, and while you're blending, you're gonna want to get the ears too, and blend down on the neck, or else people can definitely tell that you have way too much makeup on, and that's not a good thing. So next we are going in with It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer.
Good when you
This is
cry.
what it looks like.
Yeah, it stays even when you cry.
This concealer is very full coverage and it's very thick. So like if you were like not a foundation lover, like your skin didn't like it, you could always just go in with a little bit of concealer. So for concealer, what I'm doing is I'm just taking like a little bit, like that much.
Okay.
And so I like to go underneath the eyes. So some people think that that's like the only place concealer goes, but you actually put it on all of the high points on your face. So under your eyes is not a high point, but it's a good place for dark circles. You're gonna wanna go like right there, the cheekbones, and the nose, the chin, and then if you want to, you can do the jawline. And it kind of just makes you have dimensions, like so you don't look flat.
Is your face depth?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
So after I pat that in, don't rub.
So basically I've been doing this wrong my whole life.
Well, tell people what you used to do with your foundation.
I put it on with my hands. That's not what I'm supposed to do?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
So for
I'm
Mother's
a
Day,
rule breaker.
I ordered her
a booty blender.
a beauty blender from Ulta.com.
Yes, very nice.
After concealer,
Should I get closer so people can see?
sure.
Ooh, scary.
Okay, after concealer, I am going to do blush. And I'm gonna use Buxom in the shade Wonderlust. That's what it looks like. It's a very pretty color. So I'm going to take
this way, maybe.
an angled brush
Okay.
and I'm just gonna dip in it once because this blush comes off really quickly. I'm gonna blow and then I'm just gonna kind of like pat again and make sure to go all the way up until the hairline, like this, and then you can rub it up. So I'm just gonna do the other side the same.
Okay.
And remember, just patting looks fine. And we're just gonna kind of go all the way up until the hairline and then brush. And now your cheeks are rosy. So that's it for blush. So the next thing we're gonna do is bronze and kind of contour. This is like my version of contouring. We have
I never do this.
yeah, she never contoured or bronzed. And I didn't start, and I don't do it on myself, but now I'm probably gonna start. So this is Becca Sunlit Bronzer Capri Coast.
Ooh.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take like a couple dabs and I'm gonna blow again just in case.
We are sheltering in place together, so that blowing's fine here.
And I'm gonna start below her blush. And this is again just to give it more dimension, not look flat. And I usually do this on the cheek, on the forehead, on the nose, and on the jawline.
Okay.
Just gonna do the same below the blush. It looks really good with the blush. And sometimes it will kind of cover up the blush, so sometimes you might want to do this before blush.
Mm-hmm.
But today I decided not to, so I'm probably just gonna go over the blush one more time. So that's what you do for the jawline, you just kind of make it more defined.
Okay.
And then for the forehead, you go like on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And this just kind of makes you look a little more tan. So then I'm gonna take this brush, it's a smaller brush, it's fluffy, and I'm gonna dip into the bronzer. And this is for the nose. Even though you have a pretty small nose.
Thanks.
Which is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay.
People contour to make their nose smaller. So I don't do a lot on her, but it still looks nice. So right where like here underneath the eyebrow, you're just gonna kind of go down in a straight line, like this. And it's supposed to give the appearance of having a smaller nose. I don't know if it works or not, but comment down below if you think any of these makeup techniques are working. So that's it for contour. if you're like talking makeup with somebody, this is not contouring. This is just my version of contouring. So next we are going to do your brows and your mascara.
Okay.
But she's very picky about both of those. So she's gonna show you how she does them.
Yeah. Okay. So my brows, because I've said this before, that when I was in junior high and I started wearing makeup, I basically plucked my eyebrows bye-bye. I have to fill them in. So I use this pencil, it's called a sketch stick, and I love it. You can already tell the difference here because it allows me to do small kind of sweeping marks that look like hair. And I think it looks a lot more natural. Comment below if you don't agree, right? Is that what I'm supposed to say? And then
Make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe. Turn on push notifications. So you can see that's my eyebrow that I would go out with versus the non-existent one. So now I'm gonna finish on the other side. But I don't put much on, and I kind of still have an outline to my brow that I follow. And I will tell you, don't go crazy on your eyebrows. Just pluck them to a really nice thick shape because, and Gigi warned me about this too. She said when you pluck them gone, they don't come back. They don't have 9 lives, that's for sure. So don't mess with them. If you have good eyebrows and a thick eyebrow, like I think Gracie has great eyebrows. And so we've been working on just plucking like underneath a little bit just to keep a shape. But other than that, leave them alone. They want to be left alone.
So actually, before your mascara, we're gonna do eyeshadow.
Okay, eyeshadow.
So I have the one and only
She
loves
James
this Charles palette. I bought it myself because I was like saving up, and I got so excited when I got it. So let's see. We are going to use the shade So Good.
Oh, that sounds good. Love that for Wine Wednesday.
Yes. So I'm actually gonna take the one that I contoured her nose with, because it still might have a little bit of that shiny brown on it.
The brush that you used? Okay.
And I'm just gonna take a little bit of the So Good. And it doesn't really matter where I put this because it's a metallic. So she's gonna close her lid, and I kind of like sweep. And I kind of like to blend upwards, but I definitely don't go below the eye because I'm not very good at that. So that's like as far as I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna keep adding layers to make it really shine. Sure.
Can you see it?
This isn't the best lighting, so you can't really see everything. But we have a ring light coming. Okay, so I finished one eye, and you can like kind of tell the difference. This is the eye that I did. You can see how much lighter that is. Like, open your eyes, Mom.
I keep looking at myself. I need to look into the camera.
Yeah, look at the difference.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do some more of that on the other side.
Well, there's a lot of reapplication during a Giants game, especially with my concealer. The wind, my eyes water. I have contacts in usually, so I'm dealing with a lot of watering, and so my mascara will bleed often. So I'm constantly reapplying my concealer underneath to clean that up. And obviously reapplying, lip gloss and stuff like that because I'm bopping around and talking, and I will have eaten my dinner and I have to reapply. So a lot less time with makeup. And I think just in general, I've been wearing less makeup. We're in our house, so I'm dealing with like window light for my studio light because that's all I have right now. Like Gracie said, we ordered a ring light, so we'll see if that makes a difference in what I can wear. But I've kind of just toned it down. Mm-hmm. I don't think I wore a lot of makeup to begin with, but I've taken it.
Compared to other people, no.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm so disappointing. need?
No, that's a good thing.
Okay, good.
So after we've done eyeshadow, you kind of like want to clean it up just in case anything got anywhere. So you're gonna take a wet brush and you're gonna put some concealer on it, just like that much. And you're gonna go underneath the eye to get any sparkles that have fallen. So I already see some. And you're just gonna kind of do the same thing that you would normally do with concealer, but with the brush. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm gonna take some more and go underneath her brows to clean them up even though they don't even need it. And I'm also gonna go above. So when I'm doing this, I just put a little bit and then I just sweep below and get anything that fell or any hairs that aren't brushed in, like this.
Put them back in place. Tuck them in.
Yes, exactly. So now I'm going to get rid of that concealer. That should be all we're using for concealer today. Okay, so next we're going to take some of that foundation, just a little bit, put it on the beauty sponge, like that much, and we're just gonna go over that concealer one more time. This is just extra under eye. So that is what we're doing for our under eye. That should be it for foundation. Next, we're almost done actually. We have setting powder, mascara, setting spray, and highlighter.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with a setting powder because we have our base on. You can also make this like a daily makeup routine, and you can go on Instagram and you can do #AmyG or @AmyG. If you are doing this for your makeup, because why not do some glam while we're in shelter in place?
This is my glam team.
Glam squad.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, glam squad. I'm so bad at the lingo. Hey, I will take it. I love it.
So when you're setting, I like to, what are we using? We are using Youngblood
Here,
Honey
I'll show them.
Neutral Cool Natural Loose Mineral Foundation.
And I just like tap it into the actual thing.
So we go like that.
Yep. Tap it in there and then that's what we pick it up out of.
And when I'm doing this, I make sure to get like her forehead, her cheeks, but we try to stay away from contour and blush because we don't really want to mess that up. But this just kind of helps everything set in place, and we definitely want some on the neck. So that's setting. And next we are going to do highlight.
What's next?
Highlight.
Highlight.
Going back to the James Charles palette.
Yay, James
We're
Charles.
going, shout out to James Charles. So I'm going back to his palette and I'm gonna go into the shade Face with this brush. It is Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
And I'm kind of gonna want a lot because highlight looks really pretty. Like, no matter where you put it, it just looks pretty. So this I'm gonna put above the blush. So it kind of goes contour, blush, highlight for me. You don't have to do that, but that's what I like to do. And again, just patting. And I'm gonna go on to the other side. And what this does is, like, when you're in the light, or like you're going to like a public setting where people are gonna look at you up close, it shines.
Yeah, it gives you a little shimmer,
Yes.
which is pretty.
So like this, and then that's gonna be it for this brush because now I'm changing back to our contour slash eyeshadow brush. And I'm blowing again.
That's her cleaning the brush off.
And we're gonna go above the brow. So
Bonding.
that's our highlight. So I like to go on the cheekbones, I like to go on the nose, and above the brows, just to give you a little sparkle.
Thank you. I like to sparkle.
Now you are going to do your own mascara.
Whoop, whoop. So just watch it and it's hard to do your mascara when people are texting you and you have to look, it's okay, underneath the text or you lose your line of sight. I have used this brand of mascara for years. It's L'Oreal Voluminous and it's my favorite. It doesn't get clumpy. It makes your eyelashes nice and long and I really like it. And I think that mascara to me is probably the most impactful makeup product. I think it makes the biggest difference in the quickest amount of time. If you don't have a lot of time and you're able to just throw on a little bit of concealer and mascara, great.
So sadly, we are coming to an end.
No.
And we're going.
Spritz. I'm gonna get spritzed.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are using MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus.
Okay.
So we're gonna
You
use
win.
quite a lot of this.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blows.
Okay.
So what I like to do is I like to do maybe like 3 to 5 spritz. Just like that. And then you fan. Not a lot of people do this, but I like to go back in with a beauty sponge and just kind of even it all out one more time because we just sprayed it. And now you're all set in place. And the last thing we are doing is lip gloss.
Ooh.
We're using Bobbi Brown High Shimmer Lip Gloss.
I need a new one of those.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
It's really sad. We're scraping to get it out.
It's really pretty.
It is pretty. It's super simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of my thing.
So we're just gonna go on the bottom lip, like this. And then I like to go on the top lip.
You know what's funny is I don't like anybody applying my lipstick except you.
Well, I mean, it's just lip gloss.
I know, but people don't usually do it well, and you do. Okay.
So,
Hair. All right. Wine Wednesday. Here I come. I put some earrings on.
yeah.
And thanks to the Gracie girl.
Don't
such
ruin
a
your
good.
makeup.
I won't ruin. I won't touch you, but air kisses. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you like it and you're able to subscribe and you turn on post notifications. Do all that stuff. She knows.
And
I don't know.
Go to her Instagram page, Amy G. Follow her. Go to her Twitter, Facebook,
All of it.
anything.
Oh my gosh! Wow, we're a marketing dream team.
And comment down below
Oh yeah. Comment.
what videos you'd like to see.
What do
We
you
have
think?
been doing this for 40 minutes, and the video's not going to be that long. Trust me.
Well, we're gonna take this down.
I'm the editor.
Yes, you are. My
And
glam squad
I'll
and my
edit it.
production team right here.
And if you haven't noticed, we made an intro for her. It's very cool.
You're cool. Thanks, Gracie girl. You're
right.
my little princess. Bye, everybody.
everybody.
See you at Wine Wednesday.